Hi guys! In this tutorial we will be making this flower motif. So I'm just going to show you the yarn that I'm using. I'm using a DK and a 4mm crochet hook in the and the yarn I'm using is I have shades of pink and purple, also white. And for the filler, this is filler, I call it the filler. I have leftover yarns in different shades of green, but it's up to you if you're going to use different colors. It's good to play with colors. And if you're going to make one, I also love to see it, and you can tag me at xjusttoKnit on Instagram, and you can visit my Facebook page and do a recommendation, whatever. And let's begin. I'm using yellow for the center, obviously, for the petals, the pink and purple, whatever I have, and green. And I will also show you how to connect these petals using the join as you go method. It's also important to weave the ends every time you finish a motif. That way, at the end of your project, when you're done, you will not be overwhelmed with all the tails that's going to be there. It's also good if you have a lot of leftover yarns, scrap yarns like that. This is a good way to get rid of them. And you just see and wait. Your project will grow into something nice. Oh, it's going to be nice, I'm sure of that. So let's begin. I will just grab my yarn here. This is for the center. And we begin with a slip knot. And chain 4. And slip stitch in the first chain to form a ring. Chain 1, and of course you're going to crochet over your tail, so we can just cut it later, and do 8 single crochet in the ring. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slip stitch in the first single crochet to join. Ignore that, that's not counted as a stitch. Alright, so I'll just pull it like this. Chain 1 and 2 single crochet in each stitch, and you should have 16 single crochet at the end of this row. And the last one, 2 single crochet. Slip stitch in the first single crochet to join. Chain 1. So chain 1, grab your scissors and cut your yarn. And now cut your tail too, and that's it. So now we're just going to weave our tail. So grab your darning needle, that's no big deal, and just hide it there like that, and just pull, and that's it. Cut it, and here you go, you're done. Make a slip knot, and single crochet in the round 1 only. We're just going to work in there, so do a standing single crochet right like so. That's your single crochet. Chain 2 and single crochet in each stitch in round 1. So you should have 8 chain 2 spaces loops. Very important to count how many loops you made. So we're down to our last loop. Chain 2, slip stitch in the first single crochet to join. So you chain 1, and now we're going to crochet over this tail and do a single crochet in the loop, chain 1 and 3 double crochet, all in the same loop. Chain 1 and single crochet in the same loop. Let's do that again. Chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 and single crochet, all in the same loop. So you keep doing that until you have 8 petals, and I'll see you at the end of this round. Alright guys, so I'm done with the last petal. So I'm just going to slip stitch in the first single crochet to join, slip stitch and chain 3. We're going to chain 3, and now we're going to flip our work to the front towards you so that the back is showing, and you can see this thing here, this like a loop. You insert your hook in there just like so and make a single crochet, chain 3 and single crochet, insert your hook there, and you keep doing that until you have 8 chain 3 loops, and then we can do the second layer petals. Now we're done to our last single crochet. You can see this loop here, and you insert your hook there and do a single crochet. So this is what your project should look like at the back. So you can see this loops here, so make sure of course you have 8. So do a single crochet in the other next loop, chain 1 and do 3 double crochet, 2, 3, excuse me, chain 3, 2, 3, and you can see these 2 loops at the top of this double crochet. Insert your hook there and do a slip knot, and now your picot is done. 2 double crochet in the same loop, chain 1 and single crochet, and your first petal is done. Now we're going to do 7 more, and I'll see you at the end of this round. So I'm back and I'm done with my last petal. I'm just going to slip stitch here in the first single crochet, slip stitch, chain 1, and now you can cut your yarn and you can sew it, but I'm not going to do that. So make sure that make sure you have 8 petals, 2, 4, 6, 8, because it's very important later when we connect them. Okay, so you can cut this yarn and whip the ends, but I'm going to remove 2 petals. That way I can show you how to connect, because that's what we're going to do next. So grab your other, assuming you've already done your flowers. So let's just say this is your first flower. This is your first flower. Sorry, here. You're going to connect it 2 petals each, 2 petals connected in here, and then the last one, the 4th one, we're going to work 4, 2. Let's just pretend this is our first, second, or third, because it's going to be the same. You leave 2 unfinished petals, so single crochet. All right, chain 1 and like so, 3 double crochet. You know, when we make the picot, you normally do chain 3. What we're going to do is we chain 1, and on the middle chain, that's when we do the single crochet to attach. So grab your other motif, and from the back to the front you insert your hook there in the picot and do a single crochet. So that should be your like the chain one, the second chain really, and do another chain and then make a slip stitch here at the top of the double crochet, slip stitch, and you're done with your picot, and you've attached also your petal. So do a 2 double crochet, chain 1 and single crochet to finish the petal, and here you go, like this. So let's do that again. Single crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, grab your other motif, and from the back to the front you insert your hook in the picot, that's the tip of the petal, like that, and do a single crochet. You chain 1 and make a slip stitch here at the 2 front loops of your last double crochet, slip stitch, and there's your picot, and do 2 double crochet, 1, 2, chain 1 and single crochet in the same space, the same loop, and now you're done with your 2 petals. Alright, slip stitch in the first single crochet to join, chain 1, and now you can cut your yarn, and here you go. So now we're going to connect our 4th motif in this. It's going to be in this side, so we will leave the first, second, and the third one. We left the 2 petals for connecting, but the 4th one we will be using the last 4 petals. So grab your yarn. I'm already done with my 4. We'll just finish this last petal here, the 4th one. So 2 double crochet, chain 1 and single crochet all in the same loop, and then next, this is where we're going to connect our yarn, so our petal so single crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, 2 and 3, chain 1, and grab your other motif and the first unworked petal there, insert your hook in the picot and make a single crochet, chain 1. The single crochet replaces the middle chain, slip stitch and 2 double crochet, 1, 2, chain 1 and single crochet in the same loop. So we're going to make a connection in the next petal, so do that, 3 double crochet, chain 1, I'm sorry about that, it's all tangled up, chain 1 and insert your hook in the picot and make a single crochet, chain 1 and slip stitch, 2 double crochet, chain 1 and single crochet in the same loop. So now the last 2 petals we are going to connect it on the other motif, so we will work on that. Rotate your work for convenience and let's do it. Single crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1 and grab your other motif, and you can see the petal in there. There are 2 unworked petals, and from the back to the front. Yeah. From the back to the front, insert your hook in the picot. Make sure you insert it properly and make a single crochet to replace the chain 1, the middle chain, and slip stitch in those 2 front loops of your double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1. Oops, I just made a mistake there. Chain 1 and single crochet in the same loop. Single crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1 and single crochet again like we've done before, right in the picot there. Chain 1, and as you can see, we replaces the second chain with a single crochet to connect. This is the first single chain, the second one, and then the third one. So now we're going to slip stitch in the front 2 loops of double crochet right there, and make a slip stitch, 2 double crochet, chain 1 and single crochet in the same loop, slip stitch in the first chain to join, chain 1, grab your scissors and cut your yarn because we're done. So now you can see that we're finished, and we have this hole here between these 4 flowers, and we are going to use the filler. I called it a filler. It's like a mini flower. It's the same thing. And to cover that hole, so grab your yarn. In here I'm using a jade green. It's a pretty color. Doesn't look pretty here in this video, but it is. And let's begin. So we begin with a slip knot, of course. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch in the first chain to join to form a ring, chain 1, and do 8 single crochet in the loop in the ring. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slip stitch in the first single crochet to join, and there you go, you have 8 stitches. So now, as you can see, we have the picot and the middle, the between of the flower, the petals. So we chain 2 and we do the double crochet cluster, chain 2, yarn over, insert your hook in the joining stitch. It's right here. Yarn over and draw a loop. So you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert your hook in the same loop. Yarn over and draw a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all loops. So now you're done with your first double crochet cluster, chain 1, and then go and find the picot anywhere. That's the tip of your petals, right? So we already made a chain 1, and find the picot right there. You have to rotate your work for your convenience. You know where we joined before in the petals. From the back to the front, you insert your hook and make a single crochet. We chain 1, and then as you can see, there are those 3 loops right in front of you at the top of those double crochet cluster. You insert your hook there, yarn over and make a slip stitch, chain 2, and in the same space, the joining space, insert your hook and make a slip stitch. And that's your first double crochet cluster. So next, we work in the middle of those two petals, and this time, because it's a bit further away where we're going to connect it, so instead of doing a double crochet cluster, we will do a triple crochet cluster. So we chain 3, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the next space, next stitch, yarn over and draw a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over twice, do that again, insert your hook in the same space, yarn over and draw a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and there's your triple crochet cluster. Yarn over and pull through all loops, chain 1, and then as you can see, there are 2 single crochet in between of these 2 petals in there. You can make a single crochet in any of that stitch. So from the back to the front, you insert your hook in any single crochet. That's the middle of those 2 petals, and make a single crochet. You chain 1, and let's do the picot again. Rotate your work. Insert your hook in those 3 front loops right there, the top of your triple crochet cluster. Insert your hook and make a slip stitch, and you're done with your picot. Chain 3, slip stitch in the same space, and there goes your triple crochet cluster. Here you go. As you can see, for the picot, you do a double crochet cluster, and for the middle of the flower where you're going to connect, you do a triple crochet cluster because it's a bit further away. So now we're going to make 2 double crochet cluster now. Sorry. Yeah, it is. I mean 3. So yarn over and draw a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and here it is. You made your double crochet cluster. Chain 1, and then on the joining stitch, on the joining picot, from the back to the front, you insert your hook in there and do a single crochet, chain 1, and now we're going to do the picot again by inserting our hook in the 3 front loops of the double crochet cluster, and we make a slip stitch there. We chain 2 and do a slip stitch in the same space, and you keep doing that. It's an alternate. It's double crochet cluster, and the next one triple crochet cluster. Make sure that your double crochet cluster goes onto the where the picot is and not in the middle of the petals. Okay, so we do that, and you repeat that until the end. So now we're nearly done with our last petal, and I call that petal. We just slip stitch in the same space, slip stitch, and chain 1, and that's it. We are done, and this is what your project should look like. As you can see, it covered that big hole there, big gap, and there you go. So thank you so much for putting up with me till the end. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did find it helpful, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I will be making a lot more videos that I'm sure you're going to like, and I hope so. And you can also go to my Facebook page and give me a like. Until next time, bye.